Alright, my name is Houston and I'm back with another pickup. This time I got the Jordan 1 DMP from the DMP pack. These are the Breads. The other pair were the Celtics. But I only picked up this pair because, and I seen them on sale for $35. So I went ahead and picked them up. And they're pretty beat. Not really the uppers, but more the soles. They got a lot of heel drag, and I guess the previous owner repainted the midsoles, and they kicked on the paint pretty good. You can see it in the rope. But yeah, the laces, the soles are pretty much cooked, so all the stars are gone. There's a lot of heel drag in the front of the foot, the forefoot area. The heel's got a lot of drag on it. You can see it even goes up into the midsole. It's got a scratch there on the back of the scuff. And the leather's really nice on these shoes. That's why I picked them up, really. Because one, I don't have a pair of these at all. I got the OG highs, but I don't have a pair of the DMPs. The DMP, I guess they're kind of like highs. They're not really mids. But they do got that little jump man on the back, like a old school mid, and it does have it on the tongue, the air, with the Jordan logo. But it has 9 lace holes. It doesn't have 8, so it doesn't really qualify as a mid. The height, though, it's not really that short. It is kind of like the size of a high. But you know, the stitching here does stop at the Nike swoosh. It doesn't go over a little bit like the highs. But yeah, other than that, well, this shoe doesn't really have any damage on it. I think it's just the insoles. No, this one is okay. I got the shoe tree in there because I just took them out of the washer. Well, really, yesterday I put them in the washer because I don't know whose foot's been in it, and like I said before, I don't like really touching dirty shoes because you don't know what's floating around inside of them. But anyway, I stuck them in the washer. This shoe is the one that's damaged. It's got a lot of, the insoles are that fabric on the insoles came up on this one about halfway, and it does have a scuff right here on the side. You can see it. It's got a cut in the leather and a scuff on the top. So I'm gonna have to use some leather filler to fix that. I don't think there's anything else wrong with it. Yeah, so that was the only damage, and this one has heel damage too. Heel drag. It's pretty good on this one too. It's not, doesn't really make the midsole uneven as much as the other shoe. But yeah, like I was saying, this leather is real soft, and I don't even think they use leather like this anymore on the newer Jordans. So that's why I like picking up the older Jordans, because the quality of the materials is a lot better. And of course, picking up older shoes, you know, you're gonna deal with crumbling midsoles and deterioration with age and stuff like that. So luckily I know how to re-glue shoes and sole swap and all that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and take care of this heel drag, and I will be looking for another pair that have donor soles on it. And these came with the laces, but the laces are no good. They're really warped and deformed, and so I'm gonna go ahead and pick up a new pair of laces and I'll put them on here. I don't know what color I'm gonna do, either red or black, but I'll go ahead and get started and I'll be back with the finished product. Alright, so here's the finished product. Try to adjust the camera. Alright, so I went ahead and poked the holes out in the insole. I took one of the little mini screwdrivers that has a kit with all the different bits, and it had a little pointy one, so I went ahead and, you know, poked the holes through that paint there in the midsole. And I went all the way around. Fixed the heel drag with a temporary fix. I got a Dremel tool, but I don't have the little drill bit, the little piece, the little blade to cut through that rubber. So I just used a little knife. But that fix will, like I said, it's just temporary until I get another pair of soles to swap out. And I did have to glue from, I think, here all the way around the shoe. Yeah, up to about here on both shoes, the glue was separated. So I went ahead and took care of that. And I fixed that scuff that was on this shoe. You can see that big slice is gone. All that cracking is gone from there. You can barely see any little marks there. But what I used was the Angelus leather filler. Smeared some of that on there and then sanded it down. And then went over it with some flat black Angelus paint. And used the matte finisher. Yeah, because I used the semi-gloss one first, but it was way too shiny. So I went ahead and used the regular matte finisher that took care of it. This one, I put the black laces in both of them. I do have a pair of red ones that were longer, but I don't know, it just didn't look right with red laces on it. I like the way the black laces look on the breads. So I went ahead and put black laces on them. This one is the one that had that major heel damage. You can see it's gone now. I used the shoe glue with a piece of ice to shape it. And I painted the top white and the bottom I used varsity red. And like I said, I just shaped it, left it overnight, came back in the morning and cut it with the little knife that I got. But like I said, if you got the Dremel with the right tool, you can cut right through that rubber. I did leave the little scuffs here on the red on the shoe. I didn't see a real point of, you know, painting over that. I don't know the exact paint that this leather is, but I did want them to look a little worn down. I didn't want them to look, you know, DS or anything, which is why I would have never painted the midsoles. I would have left them alone, but I did fix the insoles too. I glued all that down. You see the insoles ain't sticking up. This is the one from like the middle part here all the way back was lifted up, so I just glued it down with some Angelus paint and so taped it down, and it's good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, and I'll see you on the next video.